All right. So we were checking in on Zillow's predictions. We broke down Redfin's, some hit or misses there, some things they're a little lagging behind on. Zillow looks like they've got some things locked in, with I think the Midwest taking center stage thanks to affordability and inventory. I think that's spot on. I'm curious about the buying a home with friends or non-spouse relatives.
I think that's just like a cute thing for Zillow to say. I think, what is it? Is it going up? Maybe they're seeing a trend where this is going up 10 or 15%. Well, if it's one person and now 1.5 people do it, okay. I don't think many people are doing this. I think this is stupid. I think this is to just get, clicks from younger folks who think this might be a creative idea. Buying with non-spouse relatives and friends real estate is an awful idea. Let me be very clear on that. That is an awful decision, and more times than not will come back to haunt you down the road. Do not do that.
Now, do you think for an investment property, though, it could be no. Just across the board? Yep.
No.
All right.
If you're involved in a group of, investors that have started an investment firm, a company, it's very outlined and detailed, the operating agreement, what happens, if somebody wants out, how they're going to get bought out, we could start to have that conversation. But two buddies, tonight kicking back some Bush Lights, watching Chaz on some Keystones, watching Chaz and his wife dance on the beach from their porch, and they say, over there in Giants Neck. So if you want to catch Chaz, he'll be at Giants Neck Beach.
Head on down.
They're watching from the hill over there at Giants Neck, and he's lying. They're saying, hey, look at those two little kids in love. They look like they're just loving life. Maybe we should really, put down the Keystones here and start loving our life. And the other one says, yeah, I think we should go and buy some real estate together. That'll change our life. We're going to be able to get some deals here in 23. And you just do the buddy system, and it's air quotes, an investment. We're going to buy this property. We're going to Airbnb. That's going to end bad. They got
a handshake agreement. They've never spoken to an attorney.
That's the millennial version of the let's open a bar conversation. We should open a bar.
The millennial version of let's start any business without ever having worked with somebody, under somebody in an organization where they can learn first. Very less than 1% of businesses even make it. Less than 1% of millennials starting a business are actually making money and doing anything with it. So it's, people always want to put the cart in front of the horse. So, that's human nature, but I'd say no to this. I don't think Zillow's prediction will come true. I don't think it'll gain any momentum. I think a few people will do it, and in 2027 they'll regret it.
All right. The affordability crisis will stabilize. I don't see that happening in 23, nope. Maybe in 2024, but
listen, this is an awful take.
Awesome.
Yeah, awful take by Zillow. Yeah. The affordability crisis is going to be a problem for at least the next 10 years. I don't see it's going to have some real big changes across the board. And we know how government works. Changes take decades. I don't see this. Listen, with the amount of money that we keep printing, we just, Biden and the boys and girls just printed another, 1.7 trillion?
Trillion with
trillion.
a T. Omnibus.
Trillion.
Yeah. Yep.
Out of thin air, by the way. We just created another 1.7 trillion. We do this every 9 months or so, every 6, every time you turn around, it's like, oh, we're making more money. Hard assets like real estate, where it's something real, sitting on land, are never going to be affordable again because of the amount of money we continue to print. So that it's not going to stabilize.
I agree with that 100%. So this one might tie back into the buying a home with friends. 2023 will see a surge in first-time landlords. So this one could go two different ways for me. It could go, yes, because so many people have so much equity, they might decide to tap into some of that and use that to buy an investment property, not with friends, but on their own. Or yes, you could see the millennials go from, one person buying a house with friends to 3 people buying a house with friends. And then by that, you have more first-time landlords.
Are they classifying Airbnb as landlords? Because I feel like that.
I would say yes to that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say yes. I'm saying to the Airbnb on this overall. I could see it.
Yep. I could. That one I could get behind because, I think a lot of those people, we talk about it every time. The average homeowner has over $200,000 in equity. So, yeah, you could put $100,000 down on a nice rental property. New construction will focus more on rentals. So this one's interesting because the cost of building is still through the roof, which means they're still going to have to, factor that in and charge more for rent.
Yeah, but with the interest rates, it's like, hey, why don't we build and hold? Because we know there's rental demand. People are leery about buying with the high interest rates. They're going to continue to pay somebody else's mortgage instead of their own. So let's build that inventory up.